What's up, Metalheads? My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And welcome to my first episode of At the Moment. And since this is the first one, you may be asking yourself, what is At the Moment? Well, At the Moment is going to be my 5 favorite knives at the moment. I'm going to try to do one of these videos every month. And yeah, it constantly changes. So if you guys understand, it constantly changes your favorite knives. This is one of my all-time favorite knives, but at the moment, it is not one of my top 5. Although I love the bug out, I have 5 other knives that at the moment I like more. So let's jump right in. The first one is another oldie but goodie, but this one has been modified to make it so much better. The Demco 80-20.5 with the magnetic scales done by Saigon Kick 2018 on Instagram. I love the 80-20.5. I have a couple of them. I've just gotten bored with it, right? Nothing really bad about it. It's just, you know, the way it comes standard, it feels kind of spongy, right? When you're trying to flick it out, it doesn't feel like it has a detent. And when you're dealing with knives that have excellent detents, you start to notice it and you kind of get a little bored with it, right? You don't get that snap when you deploy it. Well, with the magnets, you get that snap. The scales that are on here now are just kind of like prototypes. I have a new set coming, and I'm changing the color of the scales, by the way. Keeping all the purple, but changing the scale color. And when those get here, I will do a disassembly and install those new scales on video, and you'll get to see the inside of the scales and the magnets and where they're located and how all that works. So that should be pretty cool. But thanks to the magnets, this is now one of my 5 favorite knives at the moment. All right, next up. This is a knife that I've had here before for a knife sale. I loved it. I fell in love with it. It was here for about 2 sales before it sold. And then when it sold, I missed the shit out of it. I really missed the shit out of that knife. I wish I would have bought it, and I regretted not buying it because I could have got a great deal on it. But patience worked out for me this time because I got this one for free, the Kaiser Delorme. Jared and Karen Neves bought all their their channel mods a knife. Or they used their points at Mojave Outdoors and let all their channel mods pick out a knife at Mojave Outdoors. And this is the one I picked up. 20 CV and G10, titanium pocket clip. Love this knife. So fun to play with. Such a good top flipper. Probably the best, well, one of the best top flippers out there, honestly. But I love the blade shape. I love how lightweight it is. How little pocket space it takes up. It's just such a good knife for normal day-to-day tasks, opening packages and stuff like this. Stuff like that, this will do everything you need it to do. In my opinion, it's a good-looking knife, man. It really is a good-looking knife. Now, the blade shape does it for me. And the action is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Next up, this is a knife that was sent to me just to check out, right? And I had it for a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, you know. I was kind of moving slow with my overviews, and the seller sent it to me. Well, when he bought it from the pictures, he thought it was red and black, and it was actually orange and black. And while I had it, he found the red and black one and bought that, and then gave me a great deal on the orange and black one. This is the Wingman EDC Mach 1. These are no longer being made, but you can find these on the secondary for $120, $130. I highly recommend you get one. The action is phenomenal. It weighs 2 ounces. LMAX steel, titanium clip, G10 G-Mascus scales, titanium liner. Ridiculously good action. Super fidgety with that top flipper. It's so easy to do. You can, over the top, you can do the regular front flipper. You can do all the tricks with this, and you get the whole deployment on top of it. Fantastic knife. Love this knife. The Wingman EDC Mach 1. And by the way, these are in no particular order, favorite to least favorite. These are just my current top 5 favorite that I keep picking up. I can't stop picking them up, right? Even though I got other knives here that I have are newer to me than these knives, these are the knives I keep gravitating towards. The Real Steel Sakura. I absolutely love this thing, man. I'm telling you guys, check one of these out. You can't get it with this fat carbon. This was a prototype. I was lucky enough to win this. It's amazing. I won this one. This one was given to me. This one was by accident. And this one, you know, just got some magnets added to it, right? Kind of seeing a pattern here. But the action on this thing is so good. The sounds, my microphone doesn't do it justice. Because of the way the liner is all one piece, comes up and just folds over to the other side, it causes different acoustics on this knife that I've never heard on any other knife. It just sounds so different. And the way they've done the jimping on the thumb studs and the crossbar lock, it's so good. The action's fantastic. Again, 2.3 ounces, I think. Super lightweight. This one is this is K110 steel, so not the best steel. Basically fancy D2, but it's coated, so I'm not worried about it. And I think it looks fantastic with this fat carbon on it. I hope they make these in the future so people can buy them. Right now, as far as I know, you can only get it with micarta and G10. But maybe in the future they'll make, as you can see, I've been doing some cutting with this knife. Maybe in the future they will make this with fat carbon, because I highly recommend it. If you like crossbar locks, this one's really good. Really, really good. And last but certainly not least, this may forever be in my top 5 at this point. It may forever be there. It may never leave. We'll see. Time will tell. The Mannix 2. But not the stock Mannix 2. Wasn't a fan of it. Too heavy, too thick, too bulky. Didn't like it at all. Customized with the AWT scales. Do what you want with the cage. Do what you want with the clip. The AWT scales make this knife for me. It takes it from 5 ounces to, well, I also changed the bearing to ceramic. So I'll say that the scales took off an 1.5 ounces. It went from 5 ounces to 3.4 ounces. So I don't think the cage changed anything. The ball bearing changed a little bit of weight, and the pocket clip changed a little bit of weight going with the fat carbon clip. But the majority of the weight was lost with the scales. You also get to delete the liners, which makes it thinner. Gives you better access to the tabs, whether you keep the OEM tabs or install new tabs. It's so good. My favorite knife at the moment. This is still my favorite. Haven't played with it in a while. I've been carrying some other ones that I've got to make videos for, but yeah, love it. It's a big knife, right? For me, this is a big knife, but it weighs like nothing now. It feels like it weighs nothing, and I think it looks fantastic. This is still in my opinion, the best looking knife I've done a build on. I absolutely love this thing, and yeah, such a good knife. The red, white, and blue theme, golden Colorado, yeah. Mannix 2, but only with AWT scales. Without the scales, this wouldn't even be in my top 20 list. So that's how big of a difference these scales make. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you lasted this long, comment below. What are your favorite knives at the moment? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what your current favorite knives are. And every month, maybe we'll do the skin. You guys can comment, and we'll see how your list changes as mine changes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next one.